Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth, and this is the Isaiah 4 and 1 series. The Isaiah 4 and 1 series. Isaiah 4 and 1 states, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. And people think that I got this out of context. But what they don't know is when you interpret scripture sometimes, some things are literal, some things are symbolic, and some things are both. We're seeing what we read about in Isaiah 4 and 1 happening slowly, but we need to speed it up. There's still way too many delusional women out there. STDs, they stink, they lose, they lie about their sex partners previous, their sex acts previous, and they lie about their sexual abilities current. So, with all of this being known, and knowing that a lot of women that you see with the jiggly booty, look cute, are monetized. They're on OnlyFans. Excuse me. Dry throat. They're on OnlyFans. They're on Instagram with indecent photos. They got thousands, hundreds of thousands of DMs, yet your feelings are hurt when they don't respond to your little DM. They're doing multiple guys at once. Some of them have done it, but you'll never know because they'll never tell you, because that goes against who they've been presenting themselves to be. Some women have done multiple guys in one night, whether it's with their or other parts, but they'll never tell you. And these are all the more reasons why you got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on yourself. You got to get more colder. You got to look at it like, okay, what is this person doing for me? I don't care about the past. What are they doing right now? How are they helping me right now? How much effort are they giving me right now to improve my life and my resources? And then, if your answer is low, then you know that that's somebody you either need to get rid of or you need to stop emphasizing. You need to stop emphasizing. Some people you permanently connected to, but that don't mean you got to emphasize them. They not helping you if they doing selfish things. Let's say you having money problems and your relative that can help you rather spend their money on drugs. You got to get colder. You got to get colder. You got to get more selfish. You got to put forth more effort to improve your situation and make those who don't respect you, those who think they're better than you, those who think they have more. See, it is a competition now. Oh, it's a competition. You know what made this a competition? People, their evilness. Like, people will disrespect you if they think you're not doing good. And those type of things make it a competition. Compete. Strive to be better than those people in your life that I'm talking about. Strive to have those things that they want and not give them to them. Strive. But in terms of women, don't chase them. It's a waste. Get your best and they'll chase you. Because you know how I know this? Because at my worst, they chased me. They chased me. No car, no driver's license, picking me up. So I know what I'm talking about. So you know if they chased you at your worst, they gonna fiend for you at your best. Yep. So get that money. Get those vehicles. Get those cars. Improve your wardrobe. Improve your body. Your physique. Because there's no need to chase them. In fact, you're creating delusion. If a girl doesn't respond to your DM, tell her, I'm not DMing you no more, and don't do it. Tell her, why should I keep texting you? Who are you? Y'all too nice. So what do these girls do? You know what it reminds me of, kind of off subject. A lot of guys are capitalizing on truths, kind of like the 90s with the prosperity gospel. The prosperity gospel contains a lot of truth. The preachers used it to their advantage, just like some YouTubers who are furthest from Red Pill are using these talking points to their advantage because they're true. And one of them is these women are put you in her what's called beta male orbit. Her beta male orbit, where she can reach back and grab when she can't no longer punk her boyfriend or her husband. They keep these guys in their beta male orbit, and knowing this, I haven't seen one yet that don't do this. A to Z. They all do it. And if you don't believe it, sneak a peek at one of their phones. Take a look at their email. They got guys in their beta male orbit. Even the ones that claim to be spiritual, they do it too. They got dudes at their church, dudes at their job. Dude, don't stop investing in these females, man. Stop investing. That's worse than crypto today. Like, and in fact, crypto is better because I'm sure crypto eventually will turn around. But these females, they gonna plummet. That's why I do this Isaiah 4-1 series. What I'm finna say, I don't mean this, like, I'm not trying to put nobody down or nothing like that, but I'm proving my point. Things can happen to any of us. They can. Like, physically, things can go wrong for any of us. But I would be a liar if I didn't say that I see a lot of women limping around in poor physical shape, so on and so forth. Now, you know what I be thinking when I see it? I be thinking like, she ain't giving her husband none. She probably just trying to control him and talking a lot of bull crap. And what he should do is, if he can't check her, he should get him another wife. But this store I'm going to, this is what I'm talking about in particular. Like, every time I go to this store, I'm going to tell you something that I see. I see more women limping around than I don't see limping around. And some of them be younger. They be in their 30s, 20s, 40s. But some of them be older, 50s, 60s. So, with this reality, with this fact, what do you expect to get in a monogamous relationship with some of these women? Some of them, they gonna think of everything in the book, because some of them can't touch their toes, and they ain't gonna give you because it's too much work for them. They rather starve you out, yet demand faithfulness. Don't be faithful to them. And if you do, you tell them, the only reason why I'm not doing this, like let's say they are a devoutly religious person, but yet they have an evil side and evil tendencies. They're gonna want an excuse to present to those who they want to respect them. Don't give them none. Don't give them none. But move quickly, because what happens with older guys, your wing ding won't even work right, and she'll be blaming you, but it'll really be her. And some of y'all dudes, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all Christian dudes, y'all be trying to be spiritual. You don't be wanting to jag off, but you ain't got none from your wife in a year. You think the Most High gonna get mad at you? Come on, man. He gonna be mad at her. Like, why don't you be a wife? What are you doing? And if you would listen, he probably would say, go out there and get you a second wife. That's a fact. I'll debate any believer, any Christian, any. And I don't even have to, 2 Samuel chapter 12. That's all I got to say. And they can't none of them say nothing, because everything they say is blasphemy of the Spirit, because the Most High orchestrated polygyny for David. He gave David all of Saul's wives. Saul died. He didn't give him one of them. He didn't give him two, not three, not four, not five. But he gave him, I believe it was 8. So when you say that's evil, any of y'all preachers, any one of y'all, anybody in the church, you better learn your word, because you blaspheme in the Spirit. Because if the Most High does anything and you say it's evil, then you saying that he's evil. That's what you don't understand. See, you think the turning, like I always say, it's something about the sound and the swish, the turning of the pages of the Bible that drives people mad sometimes. And they think they know everything, and they don't know anything. Monogamy, if you choose it, you choose it, but it's not required. It's never been required. In no civilization, the only government, this government made it illegal to have multiple wives. But the Most High didn't. But that was kind of off subject. On subject, I'm telling you, don't focus on that. Don't focus on it. You know, do what they do. Get some women in your female orbit. Like, get some you can reach out and grab, if possible. But like I said, it just depends on your situation. Like, don't give her nothing, because she might want to go buck wild. Let her go buck wild on her own. Let her go. And here's what I'm going to advise for you guys. If a woman goes buck wild on you and then tries to hit you with all these fees in court, make her sweat. Make her little pimp lawyer sweat, and make her sweat. Don't give her nothing easy. In fact, if you having problems, she shouldn't even know everything you do. We gotta learn to stop telling sex strikers, flirters, all these wayward women what we have, for them to go to court and say, well, he had this. No. You don't know what I got. She should know what you got. That's just the way it is now. And some guys, I'm not saying guys are innocent, but I will go out on a limb and say that most of these marriages that go bad is something that the wife is doing or saying. The ones that go bad because of the husband, he might have like drug addiction. Your relationship should never go bad over money. Y'all should team up. That's an easy fix. I'm talking about stuff that's deeper than the surface, like drug addictions, like crime, you know. So just focus on you. Get colder, like I always say. Get colder. Even with these other content creators, don't be sending them all them super chats, because that's money that you could be putting up for yourself. Send what you want to send. But I would tell you, don't do it every day. Don't do it every day. They say, oh, you hating. No, I'm not. It's not hating. This is practical advice. Think about it, okay? If you super chat somebody, let's say you're not rich yet. You super chat somebody $50 a day. Let's do it, man. Say they do lives 7 days a week. You super chat them $50 a day. Let's look at it. 50 times 7 is 350 times 52. 350 times 52. That's 18,200 you done super chatted. 18,200. So that means that if you got 18,200, you done match this dude what you have saved up altogether. Did that make sense? Did that make sense to give that amount of money to these broads? Excuse me. I don't always like to use that word. I'm just saying. If you don't, let's get practical. If you don't got $100,000 in a safe, shoebox, bank, that's way more than 10%. You should give in proportion to your income. Now, if you're a millionaire, hey man, more power to you. But if you're not, that don't make sense. You ain't focusing on you enough. You're not focusing on you enough. So, I would advise you say, but I gotta have kids. I want to have kids one day. Okay. Well, this is what you do. You're a young dude, you want kids, go ahead and get it out the way. But try to do it with either a young wife that you don't have no marriage license with, that you can put her away when she start clowning on you, or wait until you got a certain amount of money put up. I would say at the worst, you should have 15 grand in cash or more. I'm talking about some having babies. You should have at least 15 grand in cash that you could flash if you wanted to. I'm talking about you having babies. I would advise that if you say, well, y'all right about this red pill stuff, I ain't getting married, but I do want kids. Okay. Here's what you do. Get your resources first. If you want to get married, get everything first. Get everything situated. Your house. Don't put her name on nothing. Put your name on it. And or get like 250 grand. Just put up that she don't know about. Stop telling her everything, man. I'm gonna take his 250,000. That punk mother duck, bluck. And now you done saved 250 grand. You done told her. Now she done got mad at you and took it. Now you either gonna be in prison for catching bodies or something. Stop telling them this stuff, man. Do it for you. You want kids? Do one of these things or all of these things I'm talking about and keep it to yourself. If you got like a brother that you close to, that you know he ain't a thief, then you could tell him, hey man, if something happened, man, I got 250 grand, you know, you better off leaving that to him than these chicks. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to be sipping on wine. Pookie going to be over there, all his tattoos showing all up his chest, pouring wine on her. They're going to be making it rain. And then, all that. You could have just been like, always, matter of fact, always never turn against your brothers and sisters. Never separate from if you close to your brothers and sisters, don't even move to a different state without taking them with you. Forget these bros, man. They gonna tell you, they'll turn on you, man. If you close to them, you close to a brother, you got a brother 2 years older, 2 years younger, why would you move to a whole different state for a female and leave your brother that you close to? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I've seen cousins do this. And his little brother broke down, and some people think that he started doing the stuff that possibly led to his death because he was hurt, brokenhearted over his brother. You know? So don't do that, man. Keep your bros before your 304s. Always. Always. Let her go, man. I'm telling you, man. You know how many girls I done broke up with in life? Stop being into these chicks, man. Treat them good. Be a masculine man who knows how to treat women, but be a masculine man who will get rid of them in a heartbeat if they stop cooperating. You stop cooperating, you already know your days is numbered. With me, you know. And that's how y'all should be. You stop cooperating, your days is numbered. And I'm not going to change my mind. You know it's coming. That's how we have to think as men. Number these women days when they don't cooperate with you. When they start flirting around, having emotional affairs, some other dude, she done suck some. No, dude, no. No. And if you have to separate from your kids, make sure when they old enough to understand, you tell them the truth about their mama. Why should you paint the wrong picture about a woman who causes you to be away from your kids? You tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. And shame that devil. Because that devil is XX and they XX. But anyway, I'm going to end this broadcast. We'll see y'all tomorrow with more videos. This is the Isaiah 4-in-1. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching.